Hey everyone, so here's another video that I found. Ah, crap. Hang on one moment. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Some fucking sucks.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
Keep
see PlayStation and
button.
Xbox, you'll get 500 Pontchartrain causeway. Well, it may seem like a simple question at first.
This is like my commentary video here. Probably going to be a little bit slow because of the fact that
is far more than any standard bridge that crosses a lake.
So let's see here. So I paused it and it keeps going back. I don't know why. Like what the hell? Oh, I keep hitting the home button. Sorry, it's the home button. I'm thinking that's the pause button.
It is also important.
There we go. Let's see here. So are they facing the New Orleans the Metairie side, or are they facing the Mandeville side? I don't know. See, that's what I'm trying to think.
To understand on a deeper level what this structure is, in order to better appreciate.
But this is what I gotta say really quick. So, I was there with the Dodge van before this Ford van. Last time I was there was in this van. I'm trying to remember. I don't think it was in this van that I panhandled. The Dodge van, though. Yeah, it was. So it was. Could have been like the third time that I went down there, maybe fourth time. I don't know. I think fourth time was when I came back here to Maryland with Nicole in the Dodge van. That would have been like what, 2018, I think, September, around Christmas of 2017, in the 2018, something like that. And then yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, 2018, a lot happened. I can tell you that. So that was like 6 years ago now. Wow. Just trying to remember. So yeah, like this, the Starbucks that's my East Causeway approach. I would panhandle there, and I did good the very first year of traveling and everything. I mean, I made out pretty damn well, but you know, when I went back again for the Christmas of 2017, I didn't do very good, and the cops were called on me too. So, you know, the Mandeville police. But now that I know, you know, now I'm a little more assertive with standing up for myself when it comes to cops, from watching a lot of these YouTube videos. But yeah, that was my quick little thing. Because I kind of came to memory, you know.
From a mechanical point of view, the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, which is sometimes just called
that's the Causeway. I think that's the. Is that the Mandeville side, or no? That might be no. That's the I think that's the Metairie side. Because if you're going into New Orleans, you would be paying the $3. And that'd be going southbound. So this is the northbound side, like, obviously. Then
is a massive
the northbound side.
That goes across
it's free to go that way.
In southeastern Louisiana, with the northern terminus leading. The causeway.
It's free to go south. No, I mean north. Sorry,
Pontchartrain.
It's free to go north. Hey, wait a minute.
The Lake Pontchartrain
Where did we go
Causeway,
boating
which is
at?
Sometimes just called the causeway, is a massive fixed-link bridge that goes across Lake.
Because we drove, because my brother-in-law, my sister, and us, we took their boat. I don't think we went on this lake. We could have been. I don't remember. Damn.
Shit. A huge lake in southeastern Louisiana, with the northern terminus leading into the city of Mandeville and the southern terminus located in Mandairie, a suburb in New Orleans. The total length of Lake Pontchartrain Causeway is approximately 24 miles long, making it the longest continuous bridge over water in the entire world. The causeway itself is actually composed of two parallel bridges.
He said 24 miles. Let me look that one up real quick on my tablet, because I thought it was 27 miles. I thought it was 26, 27 miles. Let me look that one up real quick. I'll find out here real quick. Let me. Actually, I can go. Yeah, about 23.87 miles. Okay, because if we go from, let's say, let's see here. So let's say we go from Starbucks, right? East. Causeway approach. Okay. Do directions. We'll flip it. And we'll do. No, we'll do. Yeah, sorry. We'll do. Choose on map. Okay, so the Starbucks is right here. See it? I would park behind the shopping center right here. I'd park behind the shopping center right there. Okay, so let's see here now. Let's go to Lakeside Shopping Center, which I've actually been in, and I don't remember. I was physically inside the store. I mean, inside the mall, and I don't remember much of it. I don't know why. That's why I really want to go back to this area and explore it all over again and make videos this time around. I was at Petco nearby too to drop off a kitten because I couldn't take him with me. 26 miles. So it's 26 miles from the Starbucks to the Lakeside Shopping Center. So 26 miles. So yeah.
Spanning the entirety of Lake Pontchartrain, and it is held up by 9,500 concrete pilings. The causeway also contains several other features, such as a drawbridge near the north shore end. Beyond the engineering perspective, the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway holds a special place in New Orleans society, both as a structure that instills fear in many, but also as an invention that serves as a convenience and even a lifesaver in some cases. Factors that we will examine in depth in the upcoming chapters. The causeway is not only one of the most awe-inspiring, audacious man-made structures in human architectural history, but is also one of the scariest and petrifying, as we have said before. For example,
never scared me.
Reach about 8 miles into the bridge, they go so far into the lake and away from any of the shorelines that land itself is no longer visible. This gives the chilling illusion that the bridge simply doesn't end, and the drivers are stuck in an infinite body of water that is Pontchartrain.
No, they're not.
Because the causeway is only 15 to 16 feet above the water, enormous clouds of fog often pass through, covering the bridge and adding a whole other element of fear factor.
I've kind of been on some foggy.
The authorities outlined several procedures for cases of heavy fog. These instructions tell drivers to side over to the right lane and refrain from passing other cars while also keeping on their headlights and staying close enough.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
that
person
place.
in
I
front of them
remember seeing that
so
place
that
there.
their taillights are visible. Again, because the land is no longer in sight at a certain point, the blinding heavy fog, or simply the amount of time it takes to cross the massive bridge, the police report that every year they have to rescue numerous anxious drivers who are pushed to the point of having a panic attack. Some people even completely freeze up due to the seaborne fear. In these instances, police officers usually drive out to the causeway and guide scared passengers through a terrifying bridge. The bridge also brings life, well, in a way. Considering how long the causeway is, it's been stated that babies have been born here, and at one time a plane had to land on the road, saving aviators from what would have otherwise been a disastrous situation.
Really?
GMCC.
It would have been more disastrous to land on the bridge than it would have to actually land in the water. Fucking selfish pilot.
So by now I think it's safe to say that we've established that to many, this is a pretty scary bridge. But one thing that is far more
That bridge is not scary. That bridge is not scary.
The time that it used to take to drive around this lake. Hence the construction of the world's longest bridge over water.
I mean, I could drive around the lake like it's nothing. I mean, I've done it, you know?
Far back into Louisiana's past. Today, the city of New Orleans is the most populous city in the state and is also one of the biggest cities in the American South. It grew to this point after going through vast periods of expansion in the 1940s and 1950s as the economy was
She's like, don't
nationwide
look at camera.
and the population overall increased.
And they still got the trolleys,
However, one
too.
of the biggest obstacles that New Orleans faced was its geography. More specifically, the city is situated right on top of Lake Pontchartrain, which separates it from other nearby cities and towns. While travel by boat was widely used, this especially became an issue for people attempting to travel from the suburbs on the north shore to the metropolitan area on the southern shore by car, since going around either side of the lake took a long time. Hence, the ambitious idea was conjured up to construct a bridge that simply goes across the entirety of the lake. Surprisingly, the concept of a bridge has been around since the early 1800s, before cars were even prevalent in society, but the limits of technology at that time stopped it from ever taking off. The man behind this idea, Bernard de Marigny, who was also the founder of the city Mandeville, compromised and opened a ferry service instead. Fast forward about 100 years, and the desire for a bridge resurfaced, with plans now involving the construction of several artificial islands that would link together a series of bridges. By the 1940s, this plan, now under the authority of Ernest M. Loeb Jr., would then evolve into just one long stretching bridge from one shore to the other. Loeb Jr. was then able to convince the Louisiana legislature to create the Causeway Commission, with the Louisiana Bridge Company also being formed shortly after. James E. Walters was appointed head of the project. Then, in 1948, construction was underway. After 8 years of construction costing about $46 million, or about $340 million today, the construction process was extremely unusual. According to Study.com, the construction of the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway was particularly noteworthy. To start with, the company that was tasked with building the bridge created a manufacturing plant at the site of the northern end of the bridge. This was notable because it meant that sections of the bridge could be created on site. The bridge was created using an assembly line, which was a first for bridges at the time. The structure was also supported using piles, which are vertical support poles driven into the ground to hold up the structure. It was also made using pre-stressed concrete, which is a concrete that is poured around a very strong steel rod that has been put under tension. This makes the structure much stronger, which was necessary for a bridge that had to span such a long distance. The causeway was officially opened in 1956. The bridge itself is 23.86 miles long, and initially it included 2 straight continuous lanes, as well as 3 approach roads on the north entrance and a long entrance at the south. The causeway immediately became a widely used commodity by Louisiana drivers, proving to be...
So I think I drove it both ways. I remember that now. Yeah, I did. I drove it both directions of at one point, because I remember that sign right there specifically. Covington is another 7 miles, so if you keep going that way, you'll hit Covington, and there's a bunch of shopping centers and what's that gas station? Racetrack, I think it's called. It's near a hotel, and I would often park there to try to get help with gas. Put my sign up in the window saying like need gas, and people would help me with a couple bucks or a few gallons and stuff like that. I remember that building right there. Yeah, Mandeville, a mile. A little less than a mile. I mean, a tiny bit. I-12. 3 miles. So it's from I-12 to the shopping centers there in Covington. It was just a few miles at that point, like about 3 or 4 mile drive. Once you're saying the actual town of Covington, I don't know. But yeah. Oh yeah, there's a cell tower right there. So when I was going on the other side in June of 2020, I did a live stream, and that video is still on my Facebook, I believe. I wish I could share it some way, somehow. I probably have to do it through the tablet, I guess, to show you guys.
Great convenience
it's a long video,
citizens.
though, you know.
The benefit of this bridge was felt mostly by people who lived in the North Shore
I'll try to
towns
download it
and
and
worked
see if
in
I
New
can
Orleans, with many
re-upload
drivers
to my
having their commute
YouTube here.
shortened by 50 minutes. The achievement of a project like this, from an engineering point of view, led to the causeway being designated by the American Society of Civil Engineers as a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark in 2013. Given its popularity, the causeway was unfortunately subject to several accidents, which resulted in many repairs and upgrades to the bridge. The most unfortunate of the accidents came in June of 1964, when a few barges crossing the lake collided with the causeway. Given how relatively low the water is, the barges hit the underside of the causeway, tearing a gap into the road, causing a bus to fall through it and into the water, tragically killing 6 people. Now, obviously, this gap created by the barges was repaired, but the causeway itself would go under for its first.
Now it would be Greyhound, but yeah, they don't.
After. The entire causeway was expanded with 2 extra lanes.
I don't think they
alongside the original, effectively making the
buses
structure a linked bridge. Though the new lanes were.
Why is he showing the bridge in Slidell? That's not the Causeway Bridge. I can tell you that right now. I've been on this bridge. This is the I-10 bridge. See? I think it's the I-10 bridge. I'm trying to see here. East. Yeah, see, it says east. So it says east right there. So that is not the causeway. So why is he showing video of a different bridge that is not the causeway? That doesn't make any sense. See, that's why this YouTuber doesn't always get his damn facts straight and pisses me off. Now, east. Okay, so from Slidell into Alabama, I think, is where the bridge goes. I gotta take a look here really quick. I mean, I've traveled the south. I mean, I haven't traveled as much as some other people have. I mean, they've traveled more than I did. So he's looking at this bridge right here. He's looking at this one in that particular video, and like I said, it's the I-10. And I know I pulled off of that bridge somewhere. Did I pull over right here? Why did I pull over right here? Spot where I paid $10. Oh, this is that campground. This is that campground. Yeah, see? It's a bridge right there. What does it say? 259? Is that 259? Ha! Look at that. That's funny. 259? 259. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see here. Is that... Okay. There's that. Okay, so there's that right there. And there's that right there. So, yep. Yep. So, how are the angles different? But I mean, it's the same exact location. See? Same exact location. So, that's pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool. So yeah, that was New Orleans East Campground. Now they call it Pinecrest RV. I want to look at the reviews really quick because I haven't. Well, it's called New Orleans East. Messy. I'm kept doing 2 showers in the. Oh, it is what it is. Yeah, people complain about the fucking campground when they weren't even in the right section. That doesn't make any damn sense, right? I gotta look at these reviews again because it's been a while. I mean, hey, so I stayed there for like $10. That was awesome because I had that kitten with me. I didn't have this van. I had the Dodge van. I had an AC. You know, the portable unit where you vent it out the window. Yeah, so I had no choice, you know. I had that cat with me. I didn't want him to. Now I can't take the heat too. It's already getting hot up in here. So let's just go back and watch this video. But I'm going to show you guys the.
This new addition to the causeway cost around $30 million at the time, or about $170 million in today's terms, with money from the tolls on the bridge usually being used primarily to fund these improvement projects, as well as the ones in the future. And there would be more challenges ahead, as into the 21st century, the causeway would find itself involved in one of the most prominent natural disasters in American history.
Every community needs a heartbeat to connect it. That's giant. We were born.
The causeway was hit hard by Hurricane Katrina.
I'm just trying to get my bearings here. Let's see here. 110, 112, 55. Okay, right here's New Orleans. New Orleans is about right here. So.
A massive Category 5 hurricane which caused a devastating amount of damage and tragic loss of life throughout Louisiana and Mississippi in August of 2005. As a result of the tidal surge, heavy rainfalls, and intense winds, the causeway lost about 17 spans, as well as the fiber optic cable plant. However, the bridge luckily did not sustain any damage to the structural foundation, with mostly the turnarounds taking the brunt of the waves, wind, and rain. Unfortunately for New Orleans, many of the other bridges in the area were not as lucky. For example, the I-10 twin span bridge, which was built in segments, lost about 38 sections to storm surge, with about a further 200 being pushed out of alignment, making the bridge inoperable. Because of the severe damage to the I-10 twin span bridge and others, the causeway actually played a key role in the rescue, recovery, and reconstruction mission in New Orleans, with the bridge being frequently used by emergency service traveling across the entire district. Furthermore, the causeway was able to be repaired comparatively quickly, being reopened in late September, with full operations resuming the next month, meaning the whole bridge was back to how it was, offering a convenient path across the lake after only about 2 months following the hurricane. And today, the causeway still remains an integral part of New Orleans society and really Louisiana as a whole, with the bridge being crossed by thousands of drivers daily. As was mentioned before, with its length of 23.875 miles, the
Damn, bugs up in here. Hang on.
causeway was officially recognized as the longest bridge over water in the world by the Guinness Book of World Records shortly after the book was first founded, and it held that record for decades. However, there has been some controversy surrounding that title in the past 11 years. In 2011, the Jiaozhou Bay Bridge was built in China, measuring 26.5 miles long, nearly 3 miles longer than the causeway in Louisiana.
What the hell?
Guinness stripped Louisiana's bridge of its famed record as the longest bridge over water in the world, handing over that record to the new Chinese bridge. Citizens of New Orleans, as well as people from across Louisiana, were deeply angered by this decision, as the causeway is an essential part of their community, and the world record it held was also a point of pride.
Mandeville, 11,560.
They were also quick to criticize the vague criteria that Guinness outlined for the new record. You see, for this record, which is titled Longest Bridge Over Water, Guinness included the Jiaozhou Bay Bridge and other candidates which have sections which don't actually cross water. For example, the Jiaozhou Bay Bridge itself is an aggregate structure, including non-continuous features such as an underwater tunnel and several adjacent land bridges, both of which were counted in the total length by the World Record Book. So, while the Jiaozhou Bay Bridge was, of course, slightly longer overall, the New Orleans and Louisiana residents point out how the causeway has a longer portion which actually crosses water. In the end, the Guinness Book of World Records was able to end the controversy by simply creating 2 new separate categories, satisfying both parties. The first of which being the longest continuous bridge over water that was given to the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, and the longest aggregate bridge over water was given to the bridge in China. While the Jiaozhou Bay Bridge was actually passed by an even longer aggregate bridge from Hong Kong that was built in 2018, the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway still holds its own record to this day, with the citizens of New Orleans and Louisiana holding it dear to their hearts. So for those driving on the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway for the first time in their lives, the disappearing land, heavy fog, or long distance
doesn't bother me one bit. Doesn't bother me one bit to drive that bridge back and forth.
From your car in the middle
I've
of the
driven
lake,
many different bridges in the last several years. It doesn't bother me.
Stands out as one of the American greats. And with that, don't forget to support the channel.
But however, when you drive it, you're like boom, 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 boom. So your vehicle will bounce. It will just bounce up and down. It doesn't go sideways or anything. Barely feel the sideways motion. You just boom, 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 and that's it. And you drive about 50, 55 miles an hour. There's no need to do 60, 65. There really isn't. It's 55 mile an hour max. I do about 52 to 55. There's no need to go any further. Any faster. So I don't care what anybody says. There's no need to speed on it. Just enjoy the drive. It's actually really cool. I would love to go back and do it again. I just don't have any family down there to go visit, so there's no point in me going down there. I don't have that kind of money to just go there, just to randomly go there. If you guys want to help contribute and allow me to go there, yeah, that'd be great. And I want to go to Florida too, so it just, yeah, I would love to go back, like straight up, just love to go back. Just not when it's hot like this. I want to go back in the middle of winter, you know what I mean, like when it's cold, so I can deal with the cold. Try to see if I can find guess I gotta go back and look again. That was a funny picture there. So yeah, I went to Louisiana twice. Once in May and once in June, like that same year of 2020 in this van. So the first time I went, I had the roof AC. The second time I went, I still had the roof AC. I came back here for like 2 weeks, and then I went straight back again. And I pretty much paid for the gas myself. I didn't really beg for gas. I didn't really do any. I went to some churches along the way, and they helped me out. It wasn't much though, but it was better than nothing, and that helped a lot. You know what I mean? To be able to go back and forth. But yeah, other than that, it was on my own dime, you know. But then gas was like literally under $2 a gallon, and I wasn't using unleaded like 88 at the time because they don't have sheets like down. They got pilot down there and everything. So that's the only way that I travel is by Pilot Flying J when I'm away from this area, because this area has sheets. Those batteries I've had since what? Wow. I had 3 of them. No, there's no way. There's no way I had 3 of those batteries. Guess I did. I mean, I got one right behind me right now, and I got one underneath the hood. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Here's how the van looked of when I kind of started out. I mean, here, like, I guess I could show you guys. Let me go back here and I'll show you guys. So yeah, that's how the van. Damn, I really miss. I mean, yeah, that's pretty crazy. This one's funny. Oh my god, what the fuck? Look at this dumbass shit. Fucking COVIDiots. That was from a guy named Sean Porter. Just check him out up on YouTube, Sean Porter. I think it's S-E-A-N, Porter. I miss that car so bad. I wish I would have kept it. Damn. Here we go. So that was taken one reaction. Doesn't let me see the actual. This was Panama City Beach. That was at Walmart in I think Foley, Alabama at the time. Oh look, I had Easy Pass and I think I still got the circuit board from it somewhere in there. That's funny. I don't know why I hang on to weird shit. That's some rest area. Alabama. Oh yeah, Alabama. Here we go. Here's parts of New Orleans. It's a 5G See it? The 5G antenna. They try to hide it. Oh wow, I actually saved it. June 6, 2020. So June 9th, 2020. Hell yeah, I saved it. There we go. I saved. Oh my god, this is so cool. I saved it. That was, see, right there. I was right there like a Metairie, and that was the path of the tropical storm that I was supposed to take right through there. So I was like dead center right in the damn thing. That shit was crazy. I'm so glad I saved this. That is true, the media is a virus. Should check out JP videos channels. Oh, he's got a different icon. I wonder why he changed it. Yeah, he changed it. There we go, White Pine, Tennessee. That's where that Pilot Flying J was. They had the idle air. See, oh, also plug in right there. Carried a spare gas can. Had that water tank, that 15 gallon. I still have that tank too. I don't have that generator anymore though. Wow. Look at that. Oh my god. It definitely is a sign of submission. Yep, that is true. I was doing my brake job too. So I went through, how many sets of brakes so far? I think I'm on the third set ever since this day. I'm pretty sure I am. Or am I? Or maybe the fourth set. Probably the fourth set. Yeah, that was the rotor. That was, but this is the second set of rotors. These are the ones that came with the van, and I got new rotors, calipers, bearings. You know, the inside bearing, outside bearing. Then you got the oil seal right there and everything. Yeah, yeah. I still got the jack though. It's underneath. It's in the passenger seat there. My sister's dog, Coco. She's an alien dog. See that? She comes from space. She's a special dog. She comes from space. The planet of the planet Pluto. And here's Jax, a little Chihuahua. I really miss him. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true, and God bless Trump. What was this? So these are my views, and I don't care what anybody says. My list of friends. That is true. That is true. Amazon Prime driver. Oh, it's funny. What CC's was this? Frederick, Maryland? Yeah, that was Frederick, Maryland. Fuck that thin blue line flag. Let me see what else I could find, because there's some I just don't know where the video is. Here's how the van looked then. Damn, I wish I can go back to those days. Look at how empty that shopping center is. It's so crazy. CC's was right there. There's the upper intake that I cleaned here in this garage pretty recently. I'm in a parking garage right now to get power. That little thing gave me a lot of trouble. I no longer have any of this evap shit connected. See where these two are? I have those capped off. I have that capped off and I have that capped off. I don't know how long it's gonna last for, but it's a bolt with hose clamps. So these are 1/2 inch, diameter like openings. And then this side right here is for the brake booster, so that's connected. But yeah, that has a new gasket. I clean most of that out, with brake cleaner and a brush. So I still am running the original. I think that's solenoid valve right there, and I have a new one of these, I think, for the EGR valve. So messy. I still have that fuel pressure regulator though. Still have the same fuel injectors. All that, see, all these lines are taken out. I have still running on the second coil. That's the original coil that came with the van. So oh, I miss having that much money. Damn. I fucking miss having that much money so bad. Those stimulus checks really helped. Oh, here's the extended stay I stayed at. I still got that bucket? What the hell? I still got that bucket right in the front seat. That's crazy. I still got that bucket. That was nice too. I think I stayed a couple of nights there. This was how the Dodge van I used to look. I put down these boards. See, I had to replace the fuel pump too, because I had gone out, wasted money by selling the van. I should have kept the van, but this van gave me, yeah, see that? It was so bad. It was the worst. That was the worst ever. I'm just glad I put those boards down to cover it up as best I could. But yeah, that was the worst. I had a lot of weight in that van though. That is crazy, isn't it? Put a hitch receiver there too. They carried my generator. I think I still got that piece right there. Yeah, you see those boards? I took boards and foam and everything, tried to seal it up as best I could. So yeah, I mean it made it stronger too. Do you know what I mean? I had a nice mattress in there. I put some outlets in there. I really miss these days. The core was nasty. But yeah, you see how much of a transformation that I made? There was the inverter charger that I had. power inlet. The batteries I was using, the running inverter and stuff. Didn't have to mess with it all the time either, just, you know, every now and then. That's how I took showers. I went to Florida. This guy right here, he a fucking piece of shit. That's what Cece's was in business. I think it's Jessica's car right there. Yeah. See ya? I had a whole bunch of stuff on the dashboard, the camera, the little backup camera. Fucking tyrant. There was when Jax was a puppy. I had to bring him in the van for a little bit. The downtown mall in Buffalo. That's how I got power. The one shopping center. That's how I used to heat water. It's pretty cool. See? Had a lot of space right there. Wow. That's funny right there. Had to replace my water pump on the Dodge van. That was the engine. Yeah, I did so much with that damn fucking van. It's crazy. There it is, one time parked in a mall park. Friend of mine inside the ice machine. Yeah. I know this video is kind of getting a little long here, so I don't want to be on here too long. $1.95 a gallon. What? That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't like Trump at the time, but I can't delete them, and I need to. That's the how I had set up at one point. It's pretty cool, right? I was always working on the damn brakes on that van too. Really sucked. There's Erica just... Yeah, right here. This is where it was. That's the cat that I found when my sister lived in my robber with Brent and the kids. That's me at New Orleans East Campground. I miss that cat. Almost 300,000 miles on that van. That's crazy. I was doing some HVAC work for a little bit. There's the unit that I was using. I would keep like food and other junk in a box. The refrigerator. Yeah, stupid Max Nag sticker. I'm glad I don't follow him anymore. That piece of shit. I burned out that inverter. I think Orlando has it. Yeah, a cell tower battery I paid a lot of money for. I had a fucking ticket. I was in Buffalo, New York at one point. This was Breezewood, Pennsylvania. See, that's the idle air thing that I use. But they don't... But it's long gone. I wish it wasn't. That was the engine for the Dodge van, a 318 V8. Put all new wires and plugs in it. I had a blowout in Florida. Really sucked ass. See, I was in Florida, in Jacksonville. See, I was in New Orleans the first time around. Yeah, I know. I don't like them anymore. I still have that sweater. I still have it. It's right there in the corner. There's Jax when he's still a puppy. That was the first time when I was at my sister's. The brake line, when I got it all fixed up. That's when I first bought the van. It was like $450 for it. Yeah. I went to Houston. I used to do the pedicab thing. I went to New York in 2014, 2015-ish. And yeah. That was during the Occupy days. That was when I was in Cincinnati. Yep. As far back as it goes. 2007-ish. 2008 to like 2007-ish. So, yeah. Alright, I'm going to get out this thing, everybody, so I can, get ready to relax, call it a night. It's already 1:20 in the morning. So, I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? You have a good day.